Hey guys, in today's video I want to talk about Venusaur in the jungle. Venusaur normally a Pokemon you see in lane, but in jungle it's also very strong. We play the Petal Dance Gear Drain build, and for hate items we still run Muscle Band, Focus Band, Body Barrier. That hasn't changed since the Body Barrier nerfs. You still kinda need that Body Barrier in team fights to just have a shield without getting bursted down in team fights. Since you run into your opponents a lot, right, that she can still be a lot of value. So why Venusaur in the jungle over lane? It's because jungling is overpowered, right? Jungling is such a strong role, and it just allows you to get to late game so much easier. In lane, it can sometimes even be hard being level 7, right? Getting your Petal Dance or getting to Petal Dance can be quite difficult. It does take, you know, Venusaur has okay last hitting, Razor Leaf can get last hits, Boost Out can get last hitting. It has okay damage as well early game. But in jungle, as always, hyper carry Pokemon just get so much stronger. You get to level 7 easily, you get level 9 on first strat, and you get to level 13 super easily as well. And Venusaur is a Pokemon with insane level lead, just does so much damage, right? If Venusaur's ahead in XP 2 or 3 levels over your opponents, they have no chance. It's so hard to kill this Pokemon. Especially if they also have maybe supports on your team. In this game we didn't have any supports, like a Blissey or something that can shield the Venusaur over again, maybe even helping handed. It just gets so strong. So for early game we can still do a lot of damage as well. We have the Muscle Band or boosted auto attack, but mainly we still want to just get level 7 as fast as possible, and obviously want to be level 9 for the first strat now. Because we don't have last hitting, right? But our last hitting can be our Unite move. Our Unite move does have good burst, so we still want level 9 either to just force a fight very fast or to just get a last hit on Dread. Doesn't matter what, you always want to be level 9, right? So I'm gonna be very aggressive already. Gonna have my Giga Drains. So Petal Dance, a Giga Drain works the way is if you hit someone with a Petal Dance, they get Giga Drain reduced. And you can obviously be very aggressive right here. Like, you can be so aggressive on this character. And you can see how much longer I live as well. I think if my team actually steps up, see, unironically we win this fight, right? We even got a kill. This Wartortle was half HP or like super low. If my tank, I mean, it's very hard to judge it though, right? Like, I can't really blame the Mamoswine for not understanding that we can kill them under their goal there. You know, if you don't play Venusaur, then you might not understand how much Venusaur can actually do in these early game fights. But yeah, I guess in the end I was a bit too aggressive. It looked quite good though. At least Absol is able to clean those two up now, and we just go for buffs again. We're getting close to level 9. Just wait for them to respawn. There was nothing else to do, right? So we can just wait for the respawn and just look around a bit and think what we want to do next. So I'll pick up the red buff. Red buff also very strong on Venusaur, being able to just... I mean, the auto attacks of Venusaur are pretty good. We also have Muscle Band, so we do auto attack a crazy amount on this Pokemon. It's very important. That's something you need to know, understand on this Pokemon, is that you auto attack like half the time. Also running full heal. You run full heal on this Pokemon because the moment you get stunned and you don't get Gear Drain out, you can actually die, right? The only thing that makes Venusaur so tanky is Gear Drain. So right now my only target is actually killing the Dragonite, and I'm getting super low. Gonna make my use of my Body Barrier, start Gear Draining, Petal Dancing, auto taking every single second that I can. We get 1 kill. And that jungler down means we can get maybe Dread for free, right? Another Giga Drain, we get 1 more kill. I'm gonna start doing it now, but they're still really tough. Just try to kite them to the red side so I don't get Sing. I'm using the move speed of Petal Dance, and I barely don't fall asleep. We need Giga Drain, auto attacks, and we just keep trying to get our CCs. We just almost done by the really tough though, but we actually managed to get away with it. Now this on Egg Slash, we Giga Drain him, and now we should be fine. Run back in, and the Dragonite is gladly zoned. So we finally get the strat now. This was a very insane fight. We tanked them for so long with the Giga Drain. It's also because we have a level lead, right? If we were only level 7 there, we would have died much earlier, so... Gonna take my 40 score here. Again, I don't like killing goals early, as you guys know, but in those scenarios you have to kill the goal, because there's probably a high chance a goal was 47, he had 40, and my Mamoswine had 7. There's a high chance if I don't score there, my Mamoswine is gonna kill the goal with 7 points, so make sure this doesn't happen. We just score just to make sure we get our score in and get a nice overkill and experience. Now we get level 11, pick over the Giga Drain Plus, which is also quite nice. Our main goal is getting level 13 though for the Petal Dance Plus, which makes our Petal Dance much bigger in area, which just allows us to get so many more Giga Drains reset. And you hit so many more Pokemon as well, which means you will do a lot more damage in fights. But it's just so nice hitting multiple Pokemon for your, you know, Giga Drain resets. Also, we don't have to walk as close anymore to our opponents to actually get those Giga Drain stacks in. Because you can see, like, my auto attack range is a bit higher than my Petal Dance range, right? That's why level 13 is so important. You can actually stay at max range of your auto attack and still be totally fine. Don't have to walk too close for Petal Dance to hit. There's a Rotom spawning. We can go for this, but I don't want to use my Unite if I don't have to. But if 5 opponents are here, we can use our Unite. Mamoswine finds a nice pick-off though. I'm gonna start auto attacking a lot again. And again, it's so important that you perma auto attack on this character. It's one of your highest damage output is actually Venusaur's auto attacks. The Venusaur boosted auto attack is one of the strongest things in the game. It actually has a crazy amount of damage. Also, the stun is super insane. So we see Dread spawning in 20 seconds. I'm just gonna do another buff rotation, cause why not? I have enough time, I feel like. Of course, my team could maybe start the fight already before I'm there, sadly, so it could be too late. But we see 2 on top lane, so I'm totally fine taking this, getting closer to level 13, and now we can go there. Sadly, I'm not level 13 yet, but yeah. This will be the last team fight we can use our Unite move. It's 2 minutes before Zapdos, so I'm just gonna run into my opponents. I said I could have full hit that actually, I could have full hit, but I thought I was in range. Just gonna Unite move their melee. We get 2 quick hits, going for the Blastoise now. But yeah, my team already got Dread, so we zoned them successfully. Good thing on my team doing Dread there. It was kinda close, Blastoise could maybe stolen it, but yeah, still good by my team to just realize they can do Dread there, while I'm just zoning them with my insane level advantage on the Venusaur. I gotta be a bit careful here, so like you can be very aggressive, but not always, right? But we get 2 kills here, and I'm just keep running into them, and at this point I'm like, okay, this time I got Unite move by the 9 hits, still trying to look for Giga Drains, I'm getting a lot of resets, but this time it was a bit too much. We do get 2 kills, but overextend. I think Venusaur is a character where it's very easy to tunnel vision on, even me, right? Like, you feel so tanky, you feel so strong, so fast, you keep running into opponents, you're like, oh, just one more Giga Drain, just one more Giga Drain, just one more Giga Drain, I can do this. And at some point you might die. But I think that's a good way of just learning the characters, understanding how much you can actually do. And getting punished sometimes for being a bit too aggressive. That's just how it is. But it's totally fine. It didn't cost us too much. Of course, we level 13, which means we gave them a lot of experience. I'm trying to get level 40 now. My Knight is also trying to get level 13. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have Veils, so level 13 doesn't matter too much. But my level 14 would be very important just for having more stats. It makes me tankier, makes me do more damage. Also means my Giga Drains will heal more, and generally, like, my Giga Drain will be more effective the more HP I have, right? So any level matters a lot on Venusaur. It's a very Pokemon that scales super hard with like any HP or healing gain, right? So the higher level you are, the better it is, because you're getting damage reduction, right? So you have a lot of more effective HP thanks to Giga Drain giving you 35% damage reduction, and yeah. Looking for level 40 now, just one more Dino, and then we go towards Zapdos. And Zapdos fights are pretty much straightforward. You just want to run into your opponents with your team. You just want to book it, you Petal Dance, you try to pick out one target, and you just run in, and if you get tried low, you can start using Unite move if you want to hit multiple targets. But you can also use your Unite move maybe for Zapdos last hit. He's going to start fighting right here, finish off with a boosted auto attack. They're still defending the Rotom. But enemies are actually on Zapdos, and they're actually flipping it, so I have 2 decisions here trying to fight them. I'm trying to do both. I'm just trying to get a kill, but I'm also trying to get Zapdos with my Unite move here, because I don't think we're going to kill them in time, and there we go. My Unite move actually getting Zapdos. And this is like sometimes so weird, like I feel like we were in such an insane position, and we could have just lost the game there so fast, and I'm just going to get some kills. Why not? I'm just going to finish them off very fast. Giga Drain, there we go. Get triple kill the Zapdos, steal. And trying to make it over to the enemy side to go now. So, to score. The promise there, like, I could have Unite move maybe to try and kill my opponents, but I don't think I would have killed them in time. If they have Unite moves as well, they're gonna maybe get body barriers, they get tankier, so it was a very, very difficult thing to be part of, and but it's just Unite sometimes, right? You're winning the entire game, but the enemies can just start Zapdos and kind of make it a flip. But I think even there, if they win the flip, I think I would have maybe probably killed all of them. It would have been very, very close. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, Venusaur jungle is super, super strong. We end the game on 100,000 damage, which on this patch I think it's harder to get high numbers now because people just die so fast. It's actually hard to get decent damage numbers nowadays. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.